Afternoon, Missy, Jenn. Watch a little magic today. Magic Monday.
I'm studying.
Studying. That's good. Your next career on stage.
Magic, maybe I can learn something.
That's awesome. Well, coming up, Missy, Jenn, 2 years ago to the day today, I was probably already in Kansas City being picked up by Tom. And on my way to your place to pack up, have one last night at the Pink Palace, which is what I used to call where Jenn lived out there in Missouri. And the next day we loaded up. It was a cold morning. We loaded up, hooked the went to get the trailer, came back, got your storeroom, emptied out, and we began our 4-day odyssey to California. And it was a hell of a trip. We were kind of laughing about it today, and I'm putting together the whole trip because very few people ever saw that at that time because, it was a much smaller channel 2 years ago than it is now. So I think a lot of people will enjoy seeing the Missy, and I put up your glamour pics on the before the yeah, so it's no, it's all good, honey. Everybody loves that stuff. So guys, it's Monday. It's Monday afternoon on Rancho, so I'm working on that video. I got that editing. We got what do we got? 4 computers firing here at one time today. We got George going crazy here at the back door. So let's go out to the shop. We got some interesting stuff underway out here today. Hello, George. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Oh boy. Yeah, I've been spending a little time on the Motorola today.
If you have type 2 diabetes, listen very closely.
And I'll tell you
information that could change your life. Recent research now suggests that type 2
I'm very happy with the AM. I mean, I'm pulling in stations galore.
Use promo code SAVAGE when you buy 3 blinds.
Michael Savage. And I'm getting some interference from the lights around here, but some religious station.
The government betrayed you, just like they betrayed the previous generations by saying, "Oh, the social security."
Sponsored by Whole Foods Market. Well, San Jose's starting
There's KCBS out of San
101 from Lawrence Expressway to Highway 87, a 9-minute drive time there.
Now to see if you qualify to attend. The number again, 1-888 low glucose. 1-888 low.
A lot of stations in there.
Or call 800-641-7511. That's 800.
By a policy that protected them at least against catastrophic expenses. Modest regulatory changes could have been.
Lots and lots of stations.
This problem can be solved by repiping your home.
Our local 1350 KSRO.
Donate, along with what we put in, goes directly to help people in Sonoma County. All the money goes directly to help.
But when it comes to FM, it's a totally different story. And I don't know, I can't wait to get the tuner aligned because we're not picking in near enough stations around here. I'm getting 92.3 Jazzy KJZY out of Sebastopol. That's fine. Some weak station.
April 2nd. Hi, this is John for Red Wing Shoes.
That's our big powerhouse, KZST, up here in Santa Rosa. Mix 10 something.
News Talk 50 and the new FM 103.5.
we're gonna have a performance issue probably when I get it out of the garage too here, guys. I mean, I've got all this, you know, metal around and all these CFLs and stuff like that. So, well, we've been doing other stuff today, and let me turn this off a minute. You'll see that the record player bay here is now suspiciously empty here, which means Rosie has been tinkering again. And as a matter of fact, I did take the opportunity, because this is the last section. We've done the amplifier in the back here, done the tuner, got that all restored, the dial string redone. Now it's time to address the record player. And interestingly enough, this is what's called a. These are not made by Motorola, and it was not common at that period. Or for radio and stereo manufacturers to make their own phonographs. These were complicated pieces of equipment. They, you know, the Motorola's, the Packard Bells, the what do you got? This Curtis Mathis. I mean, they knew their limitations. They stuck with producing great things like tuners and amplifiers and great sounding units. But when it came to the turntables, they almost invariably bought their turntables and had them rebranded, what we call white labeling. They had them rebranded in their own name here, and you can see this is Motorola High Fidelity here, and this was made by VM Corporation. And VM was out of Benton Harbor, Michigan. And let me turn the unit over here, and you can see these are not simple units. They have variable speeds, but we'll just finish up with Voice of Music was in business from 1944, I think, to 1977. And they probably produced over 3/4 of the record players that you see in stereo consoles, because they are complicated pieces of machinery. They need alignment. They need, you know, well, let's just say you can't do everything. You can't be a manufacturer of everything. Maybe a Sony can or something like that. So had to find the date code and the model on this unit. Actually, you'll see a whole series of letter here. This is actually the last 4 digits and then the 3 digits. This is the relevant part. This is model 1242, and it was manufactured in, I believe, the first month of 1958. So this was almost 2 years. Over 2 years since this unit was built. So this was a shelf product that VM had produced in quantity. So Motorola spec'd this into the unit. So it seems to be very well constructed, as VM units were. And let me get that out of the way. And the issue I have is that I went to pull the check for a needle, and there is no needle in it. And here's the cartridge that was in place. You can see where the needle would have come out the front. There's nothing there anymore. So I had to get on the phone with VM and see what we could do. And VM, of course, is out of business. And yeah, I don't know what that is. S4P12A. It's got all kinds of numbers on it, but I don't think that has to do with the model number. So I was working to see how well that's going to clean up, and that's going to clean up really well. This unit, I was using some Neverdol and things on it. I think we can get that back to a high polish and clean this up, the platen, real good. We got the platen on here. It does turn. It was pretty much frozen before, but I did lubricate it down below, and it seems like it's going to turn okay. So just to wrap it up, I'll take you inside. I'll show you the VM site here. It was just too cold to lay out today. honestly. So windy. So I'll show you this site over here. This is the VM, which stands for Voice of America. Excuse me, why do I keep saying that? Voice of Music. And Voice of Music was the brand name of quality audio products, record players, tape recorders, tube and solid state amplifiers, consoles, manufactured from 1944 until 1977 by VM Corporation of Benton Harbor, Michigan. Now, interestingly enough, another big, gigantic company was headquartered up there too, which was Heathkit. You may know the kits that they sold years ago. Heathkit would send you kits in the mail, electronic things, amplifiers, signal generators, testers, stuff that you could build, cool stuff, and you could build it yourself. And if you screwed it up, you could ship it to them, and those poor slobs that worked on the repair bench would fix it for you and then send it back to you, as long as you paid the shipping and a few bucks or whatever the part. These were the days when people, when people seemed to be a lot kinder and a more gentler period. That's probably why they went out of business. So they were a leading manufacturer of VM record changer and tape recorder deck components, and numerous manufacturers purchased them for their own lines of equipment marketed under hundreds of different brands. So it made sense. Build the electronic components of the amplifier and a tuner, and let somebody else build the record player and put your name on it. So this follow-on company was founded in 1999 to further the legacy of Voice of Music, and now they sell the owner's manuals, repair parts, and all that. So luckily, I've got a source, and I called the guy today out there, and he always says, "Well, give me 24 hours, and I'll call you back with the options," because this is a 55-year-old, almost 56-year-old unit. So this is not really a shelf item. So we'll figure it out, that's for sure. But I thought you guys would be interested, a little time waster on a Monday afternoon. Thanks for watching, everyone.